Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning with Anila Qadri. Students, in today's video, we are going to have a strong discussion on chapter number 1 of Organizational Behaviour from Stephen Robbins. In first slide, you can see learning objectives of the chapter. After studying this chapter, you should be able to demonstrate the importance of interpersonal skills in the workplace. You should be able to describe the manager's functions, roles, and skills. You should be able to define organizational behavior, that is OB. You should be able to show the value to OB of systematic study. Identify the major behavioral science disciplines that contribute to OB. Demonstrate why few absolutes apply to OB. Identify the challenges and opportunities managers have in applying OB concepts. And in the last, you have to be able to compare the 3 levels of analysis in this book's OB model. So let's start with the first topic. Demonstrate the importance of interpersonal skills in the workplace. Interpersonal skills result in understanding OB, helping to determine manager effectiveness. Leadership and communication skills that are critical as a person progresses in a career. Lower turnover of quality employees. Higher quality applications for recruitment. And better financial performance. Now you have to describe the manager's functions, roles, and skills. Manager. Who is manager? Someone who gets things done through other people in organizations. What is organization? A consciously coordinated social unit composed of 2 or more people that functions on a relatively continuous basis to achieve a common goal or set of goals. Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling are the most often studied. Mintzberg concluded that managers perform 10 different highly interrelated roles or sets of behaviors attributable to their jobs. Now guys, you can have a look on Mintzberg roles. Here the question can be describe the manager's functions, roles and skills. One by one we are going to discuss these 3 points. Mintzberg managerial roles. Here is a list of 10 managerial roles described by Mintzberg. You can see there are basically 3 major headings. Interpersonal roles, which may include figurehead, that means symbolic head, required to perform a number of routine duties of a legal or social nature. Leader, responsible for the motivation and direction of employees. Liaison, maintains a network of outside contacts who provide favors and information. Second major Mintzberg role is informational role, which may include monitoring, receives a wide variety of information, serves as nerve center of internal and external information of the organization. Disseminator, transmits information received from outsiders or from other employees to members of the organization. Spokesperson transmits information to outsiders on organization's plans, policies, actions, and results. Serves as expert on organization's industry. Here you can see third Mentzberg role, that is decisional role, which may include entrepreneur, searches organization and its environment for opportunities and initiatives projects to bring about change. Disturbance handler responsible for corrective action when organization faces important unexpected disturbances. Resource allocator makes or approves significant organizational decisions. And the last one is negotiator, responsible for representing the organization at major negotiations. Describe the manager's functions, roles, and skills. Here we can see management skills, which may include technical skills, the ability to apply specialized knowledge or expertise. All jobs require some specialized expertise, and many people develop their technical skills on the job. Human skills, ability to work with, understand, and motivate other people, both individually and in groups, describes human skills. Conceptual skills, the mental ability to analyze and diagnose complex situations. Effective versus successful managerial activities. Lothens and Associates found that all managers engage in four managerial activities. Number one, traditional management. Number two, communication. Number three, human resource management. And number four, that is networking. Okay, students, here in the next picture, you can see graphs, allocation of activities by time. For example, here you can see pie chart. Actually, you can see pie chart. There are three pie charts given of about average managers, successful managers, and effective managers. Right? Next one. Define organizational behavior, that is called OB. What is OB? OB is a field of study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within organizations for the purpose of applying such knowledge toward improving an organization's effectiveness. Show the value to OB of systematic study. Systematic study of behavior. Behavior generally is predictable if we know how the person perceives the situation and what is important to him or her. Evidence-based management (EBM) complements systematic study or use for managers to make decisions on evidence. Intuition. Systematic study and EBM add to intuition or for those gut feelings about why I do what I do and what makes other tick. If we make all decisions with intuition or gut instinct, we are likely working with incomplete information. Identify the major behavioral science disciplines that contribute to OB. Organizational behavior is an applied behavioral science that is built upon contributions from a number of behavioral disciplines. Identify the major behavioral science disciplines that contribute to OB. Here you can see there are basically four behavioral science disciplines. That is psychology. In psychology, contribution will be learning, motivation, personality, emotions, perceptions, training, leadership effectiveness, job satisfaction, individual decision making, performance appraisal, attitude measurement, employee selection, work design, and work stress. And we can say in psychology, after contribution, unit of analysis will be individuals. In social psychology, contributions will be toward behavioral change, attitude change, communication, group processors, group decision making, communication, power, conflict, and intergroup behavior. And in social psychology, after contributions, unit of analysis will be group. In sociology, you can see there are two actually points we can observe that may include communication, power, conflict, intergroup behavior, formal organization theory, organizational technology, organizational change, and organizational culture. In sociology, unit of analysis will be organization system. And at the last point, that is anthropology, that may include comparative values, comparative attitudes, cross-cultural analysis, organizational culture, organizational environment, and power. In anthropology, you can observe unit of analysis will be organization system. Overall output of these three units of analysis will be only one, that will be study of organizational behavior. Identify the major behavioral science disciplines that contribute to OB. Psychology. Psychology is the science that seeks to measure, explain, and sometimes change the behavior of humans and other animals. Social science. Social psychology. Social psychology blends the concepts of psychology and sociology. What is sociology? Sociologists study the social system in which individuals fill their roles, that is, sociology studies people in relation to their fellow human beings. Anthropology. Anthropology is the study of societies to learn about human beings and their activities. Few absolutes apply to OB, means organizational behavior. There are few, if any, simple and universal principles that explain organizational behavior. Contingency variables. Situational factors are variables that moderate the relationship between independent and dependent variables. Few absolutes apply to OB. Situational factors that make the main relationship between two variables change. For example, the relationship may hold for one condition but not for another. Contingency variable Z, for example, here independent variable X, dependent variable Y. Contingency variable Z will be in American culture. Independent variable boss gives thumbs up sign. Dependent variable understood as complimenting. In contingency variable in Iranian or Australian cultures, independent variables boss gives thumbs up sign. Dependent variables understood as insulting up yours. Identify the challenges and opportunities of organizational behavior concepts. Responding to economic pressure. In economic tough times, effective management is an asset. In good times, understanding how to reward, satisfy, and retain employees is at a premium. In bad times, issues like stress, decision making, and coping come to the fore. Identify the challenges and opportunities of OB concepts. Responding to globalization, increased foreign assignments, working with people from different cultures. Managing workforce diversity. Managing workforce diversity. Workforce diversity acknowledges a workforce for women and men, many racial and ethnic groups, individuals with a variety of physical or psychological abilities, and people who differ in age and sexual orientation. Improving customer service. Today, the majority of employees in developed countries work in service jobs. Employee attitudes and behavior are associated with customer satisfaction. Improving people skills. People skills are essential to managerial effectiveness. OB provides the concepts and theories that allow managers to predict employee behavior in given situations. Stimulating innovation and change. Successful organizations must foster innovation and master the art of change. Employees can be the impetus for innovation and change or a major stumbling block. Managers must stimulate employees' creativity and tolerance for change. Coping with temporariness. Organizations must be flexible and fast in order to survive. Managers and employees must learn to cope with temporariness. Learning to live with flexibility, spontaneity, and unpredictability. OB provides help in understanding a work world of continual change, how to overcome resistance to change, how to overcome resistance to change, and how to create an organizational culture that thrives on change. Working in networked organizations. Networked organizations are becoming more pronounced. Manager's job is fundamentally different in networked organizations. Challenges of motivating and leading online require different techniques. Helping employees balance work-life conflicts. The creation of the global workforce means work no longer sleeps. Communication technology has provided a vehicle for working at any time or any place. Employees are working longer hours per week. The lifestyles of families have changed, creating conflict. Balancing work and life demands now surpasses job security as an employee priority. Creating a positive work environment. Organizations have realized creating a positive work environment can be a competitive advantage. Positive organizational scholarship or behavior studies what is good about organizations. This field of study focuses on employee strengths versus their limitations as employees share situations in which they performed at their personal best. Improving ethical behavior. Ethical dilemmas are situations in which an individual is required to define right and wrong conduct. Good ethical behavior is not so easily defined. Organizations are distributing codes of ethics to guide employees through ethical dilemmas. Managers need to create an ethically healthy climate. Three levels of analysis in this book of Obi's model. You can see in inputs, individual level, here diversity, personality, and values. At group level, here group structure, group roles, and team responsibilities. At organizational level, there is structure and culture. While talking about processes, there you can see at individual levels emotions and moods, motivation, perception, and decision making. At group level, there can be communication, there can be leadership, it can be power and policies, and it can be conflict and negotiation. At organizational level, it can be human resource management or it can be change practices. Coming toward outcomes of the process, that is at individual level, attitudes and stress, task performance, citizenship behavior, and withdrawal behavior. At group level, you can see group cohesion, group functioning. At organizational level, it can be productivity and survival. Three levels of analysis in this book of Obi's model. Input. Input are the variables like personality, group, structure, and organizational culture that lead to processes. Group structure, roles, and team responsibilities are typically assigned immediately before or after a group is formed. In processes, inputs are like the nouns in organizational behavior. Processes are like verbs. Processes are actions that individuals, groups, and organizations engage in as a result of inputs and that lead to certain outcomes. Coming toward outcomes. Outcomes are the key variables that you want to explain or predict and that are affected by some other variables. Variables of interest that can be attitudes and stress. Employee attitudes are the evaluations employees make, ranging from positive to negative, about objects, people, or events. Stress is an unpleasant psychological process that occurs in response to environmental pressures. Task performance. The combination of effectiveness and efficiency at doing your core job task is a reflection of your level of task performance. Citizenship behavior. The discretionary behavior that is not part of an employee's formal job requirements and that contributes to the psychological and social environment of the workplace is called citizenship behavior. Withdrawal behavior. Withdrawal behavior is a set of actions that employees take to separate themselves from the organization. Group cohesion is what? Group cohesion is the extent to which members of a group support and validate one another at work. Group functioning. Group functioning refers to the quantity and quality of a group's work output. What is productivity? An organization is productive if it achieves its goals by transforming inputs into outputs at the lowest cost. This requires both effectiveness and efficiency. What is survival? The final outcome we will consider is organizational survival, which is simply evidence that organization is able to exist and grow over the long term. Here you can see variables of interest, the plan of the book, the individuals, the group, and the organization. Managerial summary. Organizational behavior uses systematic study to improve predictions of behavior over intuition alone. Because people are different, we need to look at OB in a contingency framework, using situational variables to explain cause and effect relationships. Organizational behavior offers specific insights to improve a manager's people skills. It helps managers to see the value of workforce, diversity, and practices that may need to be changed in different countries. It can improve quality and employee productivity by showing managers how to empower their people and help employees balance work life conflicts. It can help managers cope in a world of temporariness and learn how to stimulate innovation. Finally, OB can guide managers in creating an ethically healthy work climate. So, guys, this is all about chapter number 1 of Organizational Behavior by Stephen Robbins. I hope this chapter is quite informative and interesting for all of you. For my next video, do not forget to subscribe my channel Learning with Anila Qadri and press the bell icon. Thank you.